Right, I just want to do a very quick video. I'm gonna start doing this from now on. I will record basically whenever I find something that I should share, some tip that I figure out. I will immediately record it, just explain it real quick, and then at the end of the day, I'll put them all together, all these tips. All right, so one thing that I just ran into another issue is that, as I said, ChatGPT is unreliable. If you don't double check, it will make mistakes at some point. It will mess up your code, especially. So we can look over here. This is the original file, and he just wanted to implement the change to that file, and his rewrite is completely different from the original. So as you can see, this looks nothing like this file over here. So this is not the same as this, and that is why you have to double check at all times that he's not messing up your code. And the easy solution for that is basically why this happened in the first place is that I uploaded all of the files initially at the start of the conversation. So I uploaded this file to ChatGPT, but if the chat goes on long enough, he will make mistakes eventually. Sometimes you just have to refresh his memory. And what I did basically, I just looked at this, was like, this is wrong. So all I did is I went into opened my text file, Control A, copy, and then I was like, nope, I just canceled him as I saw him messing it up here. And I was like, here's the original, wrote that out. Here is the original, pasted my original. And yes, it can look like this. You will completely understand it. And if you look at the output right now it looks like it should, So as you can see, 200, 400, 50 to 100, 40 to 60, 6 to 10. And you can see it's the same here. So what I like to do when checking if the code is correct, and to just have a quick overview, I just look throughout specific sections of the code and see if just the structure is proper. So in this case, I just looked at this. It had this list of numbers here. So I was like, does this look the same here? Okay, it does look the same here. And then I would go all the way to the end and see if this looks the same. So I will do that right now actually. So you can see he wrote it out the same way. This time he got it right. You can see it looks the same, So just from a visual perspective, like just looking at it without really reading it, you see, okay, it looks the same. And now I just check at the end as well. Does it end the same? And if not, why? Doesn't mean he messed it up. Maybe that is the change he wanted to make. So let's look at this integration. Okay, integration, how to reference in schemas. Okay, that's still the same. You can see I just check. Just because it changed doesn't mean it's wrong. Of course not, because we're rewriting this to make a change. So obviously it's not going to be the same exactly, but I just want to see if he overwrote something, if he deleted something, if he changed something that he shouldn't change. But this looks all good. Human node. Okay, so as you can see, that's what I said. So this file ends here, and it ends here the same way on human node. If we look at the original human node, same thing. So that means he didn't mess up the code up here again, which means I can trust him. And then he just added this at the bottom, and I don't have that here, and that is what the change that we wanted to make. So yes, that is basically, when you check your code, reference it by structure. So again, I just looked at a specific section in my code that just stood out to me, and then I just cross-referenced it like this. I just looked at it here, and I'm like, okay, this is the same as it is here. And then I would take specific sections that throughout the whole, code, yeah, throughout the code, basically. And yes, it's the same here. If we go all the way down, I always check the last few lines, and they're the same too. And here's the addition, as I said. So it's okay. I trust this now that this is the same code as it was before, that he didn't mess it up. And now I can just take this, delete it, replace it, and that's it, And also, after I've written out all of my code, like if there's multiple things we have to code right now, after we've written all of them out, I like to take all of them, like this, re-upload them, and then be like, check for coding errors, just look that everything is where it should be. Just check if the code is good, if there's any errors, and if there are, let's fix them, That's what I do. I just let him assess. You can either upload the code as files or just copy paste it. If it is a single file, I usually actually like to just Control A and copy paste it, because your file uploads are a little limited, all right? So not very, But if you're really uploading a lot of files like I do right now, then it's actually a good idea to, if you upload individual files, so just copy and paste the text. If you upload multiple files, then upload them like this. So here's all of the context. But if there's just a single file like this, a code file, you can just Control A, select everything, Control C and Control V, copy and paste it directly, and he will completely get it. As you can see, I pasted it here. It looks really weird, but he completely was able to recreate it perfectly. So don't worry about the formatting being messed up when you paste it. All right, that's just what I wanted to mention here, and that's it. Bye bye.